guest is a very talented and attractive person you know from many things. Her latest with Diego Luna and Gael García Bernal is called La Máquina. It is streaming on Hulu now. Please say hello to Eiza González. Very good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
I know Guillermo's very focused on the Dodgers game right now, and yet suddenly the Dodgers have all been forgotten completely. Yes, Guillermo?
Yes, that's right. Look at her, Jimmy. Oh, my God.
Guillermo seems quite lost lately. I have a funny story to tell you. You're not going to know this, but the other day I got picked up to go to the airport, and on my way, the driver kept getting a call, like, on and on and on, and he's like, sorry, I got to pick it up. And then all of a sudden I hear, hello? Hello? And I'm like, who's that? He's like, I can't find my car. He, like, lost for 20 minutes. It was Guillermo. Guillermo couldn't find his car, and it was my driver who had picked him up and took him to the airport, but he thought he was the driver on the other end. So he kept asking him to go pick him up. He's like, I drove you to the airport. And I was like, Guillermo, I got you, my guy. I'll go pick you up.
I remember that, like 2 weeks ago, right?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, yes, I remember that.
Wow, that's an confirmed story. What a weird...
We could have flown together.
I know, we should have, I know.
Wow, what a strange story. It's almost like you vacationed together.
Yeah, all roads lead to Guillermo.
They do, indeed.
Yeah.
Are you like a Halloween person? Like, did you go to any parties or anything like that this weekend?
Oh, God. I want to preface this with saying that I'm not a big drinker. Like, I don't drink throughout the year, but there's like one...
Sorry, Guillermo.
Sorry, well, one time I got drunk with Guillermo at the Oscars. That was scary. But I definitely usually don't drink. I'm a good girl. I like to be safe. And then on Halloween, I just transform.
Oh, really? Every Halloween you drink?
Every Halloween. And it's become like a running joke with all my friends. Like, Eiza comes out because no one can say my name, right? It's Eiza. So Eiza, my alter ego, comes out. And I don't know if it has to do with the disguise or hiding, but it always ends up with, like, blackout, no towels in my house, something happened, latex on the floor. It's
what
really...
happens to the towels in your house? Who's taking your towels?
Oh, my God. So at Halloween, I decided... And everyone's probably gone through this, where I was going to be like a Catwoman. And so I had this onesie.
I've been
with
Catwoman.
latex.
Every year I'm Catwoman.
Yeah, you always. You look great.
You know what I hate? When you pull the zipper up and all the hair gets stuck. It's like, ah!
Happens to me all the time.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But I was trying, case in point, there's all these photos of me. I'm so drunk. I'm so blackout drunk.
Right now or then?
No, well, right now maybe. I'm blackout drunk, and you know when you're trying to zip yourself up in the bathroom, but you're alone?
Oh,
and so it's like half open, and I'm like trying to find my car. Someone's taking me out, and I'm like blinded. I'm coming out, and the next morning I woke up, there's like 3,000 photos of me going up the street and down the street, and it's like open in the back. I get into a car. Another car, a Sprinter. I get kicked out. They're so funny. And then finally someone felt so bad for me. They kept kicking me out of all these Ubers because I couldn't find my car. And I projectile vomited in the entire car.
You did?
And I didn't remember. The next morning I woke up. I'm showering. I come out. I'm like, where's my towels? I was like, that's very strange. And my friend's like, do you not remember we cleaned the entire... Like, he had to grab all the towels of my house to clean this Uber. But this year I didn't drink, so I'm very proud of myself.
Well, well, I hate to, I don't want to ruin your fun, but it hasn't been Halloween yet.
Oh, that's right.
It's still coming. It's still a few days, so it's on Thursday, so...
I get confused with Day of the Dead and Halloween.
Yeah, you might just want to stock up on some extra towels.
Oh, my God.
You brought a photo here, and this is... tell us what we're about to see here, because I think it's more fun if you explain it.
Okay, so my brother's 12 years older than me, and when I was young, I was just a nuisance to him, and he would always get annoyed by me. And so one day, I guess I was bothering him or biting him or something, and he decided that'd be really fun in the middle of him doing his arts and crafts homework to cover me in tape, but like completely mummified me on tape. And then thought it was really funny. It was so little, I like crawled, I was like, ah, and I crawled out. And then my parents came back like 4 hours later and they couldn't find me. And they're like, where's Eiza? Where is Eiza? There's Eiza González right there. I've lost circulation. I'm under a table. I can't breathe. And my parents, instead of untaping me, decided, let's find a hat and take a ton of photos of her. So now it's our Halloween, like, Happy Halloween photo every year.
Oh, what do you mean?
My mom sends it every year.
Oh, she texts it to you?
I'm thinking of recreating it now.
I mean, it's, you know what? This could be a scene from a horror movie, no problem.
It really belongs in, like, Jason.
Yeah.
In, like, Halloween, the movie.
It's scary, there, especially with the beret added to the mix there.
But what about that great set of hair, though? Look at that.
Yeah, you
think
do
I have
have
a
good
wig,
hair.
but no. It's just all my Mexican
Oh,
girls.
that's all your own hair, yeah.
Yeah.
You are in this show La Máquina. We had your co-stars Diego and Gael here. Did you know them before here?
Well, I've met him. I met both of them briefly, but I've met Gael a couple times more than Diego, and they're awesome, aren't they? I mean,
they're a lot of fun, and they're especially fun together.
Yeah.
They have a great. They have a
Well,
lot
they
of.
have a relationship.
Yeah, they have a real like.
I did
friend-
feel like the other woman when I was around.
Oh, did you?
I
They
was
left
like,
you out?
Well, I was like, I just felt like I was intruding all the time. I was like, hi, guys. And they're like, I'm sorry. Like, they're in a full relationship.
That's what I
like,
felt about Howie and Terry when they were here before.
Yeah.
You know.
You can't even.
Felt like they wanted to be eating a sandwich together. And-
Yeah, drinking some coffee.
But you shot in Mexico City, which is your hometown.
Yes.
And when you're shooting in your hometown, like, do you stay with your family or do you stay at a hotel?
Oh, you have to stay.
You have to stay with your family. Yeah,
You
right.
have to stay with your mom. It was.
Oh, with your mom. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It
So
was
do you stay in
intense.
your like childhood house?
I did.
You did.
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
In what way?
So, you know, when they put you in like beautiful places and you get hotels and it's like really nice and fancy and you try to use that for your advantage.
Sure.
And my mother was like, I will disown you if you do not stay at my house. I'm like, Mom, I can't fit. It's like she hasn't changed my bedroom. It's the same bedroom I've had since I was a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's this tiny like twin bed that I don't fit in. And nothing's changed since I lived there. So my first job is really cute. My first job was when I was 13 years old. And I shot there a little later and a few years later. And everything's exactly the same. So it was quite serendipitous. It was quite, discombobulating in a way.
Right.
But that she made me do chores every single day.
Are you kidding me?
Every day.
What chores did you have
I had to dog sit like someone else's dog. I'm like, Mom, I'm working. I gotta go to set. She's like, no, hijita, tú tienes que cuidar el perro. I'm like, no, perro. I gotta go to work. What do you mean? And so I had all the same chores as I had. I was a 13-year-old girl. So
Did you get an allowance at least?
I didn't, and I had curfews too. I was like, I'm sorry. She's like, yeah, I want to sleep early, so you can't come in. And I was like, okay. She's like, you got to be home by 10. I was like, great. I'm a 30-year-old woman with a curfew.
Next time you convince her to stay at the hotel with you, it seems like it's probably the best plan.
I tried.
Yeah.
Mexican mother.
Mexican
What
mother.
she says, her house, her rules.
Well, it's great to see you. The show is called La Máquina. All the episodes are on Hulu right now. Eiza González, everybody. We'll be back with Cheers for Fears.